Welcome everyone. Today we are going to study the performance analysis of communication systems. So we know that communication can be divided into two parts, analog communication and digital communication. So how can we compare different modulation schemes? That means how the performance can be analyzed. So, and in the analog communication, the primary objective is to achieve transmitted signal and reproduce frequency component faithfully. This is the primary objective. And in analog communication, performance measurable quantity is SNR, signal to noise ratio. That means for better performance, SNR must be high. So here we have to very cautious that SNR is signal to noise ratio, signal power to the noise power. So in analog communication, we are focusing on performance measurable quantity, that means SNR. In digital communication, there is a need to identify which particular symbol was transmitted among the set of possible ones. Here, the performance measurable quantity is probability of error plus SNR. Once again, SNR we should be cleared. Signal to noise ratio. This is signal power to the noise power. So in digital communication, probability of error plus SNR. These are the measurable quantity. So we got the idea about the different parameters in the analog communication and digital communication, how to compare the different modulation schemes. Now, performance analysis of communication system. Here is the block diagram, basic general block diagram of our performance analysis for the digital communication system. In binary communication system, information is transmitted as 0 or 1 in the time interval t. The binary digit of 0 or 1 originating from the source are represented by ST. These bits travel over the noisy channel output. So here is a block diagram. Signal after passing through the channel will be corrupted by the noise, and this signal when corrupted by noise, that means noise got mixed up with the signals. So after the summation block, we are seeing RT is equal to ST plus NT. There is a filter needed at the receiver end with impulse response HT. After that, there is a sampling switch at T is equals to TS, means sampling time. ZT is equals to AT plus NT. So now the expression got changed, ZT. So at the end of the receiver block diagram, there is a threshold detector having the VTH, threshold voltage VTH, which is going to compare with this one. So at the end, we got decision 0 or 1. So this is the basic block diagram for the digital communication system for performance analysis of different modulation schemes. So now we should also discuss about noise. So what is noise? When the signal voltage arrives at the receiver, it will be accomplished by an unpredicted waveform. This unpredicted waveform is known as noise. So categorizing the noise into three parts: natural sources, man-made sources, fundamental or internal sources. Natural sources: noise due to natural phenomena like from solar flares, electronic storms, radiation in space, extraterrestrial noise. And man-made noise can be due to the make and break process in carrying circuit, example welding machine, high current circuit using SCR, silicon controlled rectifiers. So this is noise, means unwanted portion of, so unwanted portion gets added with the signal which is passing through the channel. So we are categorizing this as noise. Next is white Gaussian noise. White Gaussian noise contain all the frequency component in equal proportion. So it is known as the white noise. The PDF of white noise is in the shape of Gaussian PDF. It is known as Gaussian noise. So this is the autocorrelation function having value n naught by 2 del tau. So this is autocorrelation function of the white noise. And when we take the Fourier transform of this autocorrelation function, we will get the PSD, power spectral density. So the impulse function will have the Fourier transform as the constant. N naught by 2 del t del tau Fourier transform will be n naught by 2 simple. So this is the autocorrelation function and PSD of the white noise, which we are going to use in the further study of this performance analysis. Now, the detection techniques. Due to the effect of noise, there is error in the received signal. We have discussed the error can be minimized by using effective detection technique. The important thing. Now, what are the requirements of detection technique? A detection technique must have minimum probability of error. From the name itself, it is clear that it should have the minimum probability of error. It should sample or check the received signal in every bit interval at the instant when the signal has maximum possible amplitude. So once again, this is another important requirement. The third requirement of any detection technique is the detection method must be maximize the signal to noise ratio by amplifying the signal and attenuating the noise. So there are four detection techniques. Number one is optimum filter. Number second is match filter, correlator or coherent receiver. Third one is, and the fourth is integrate and dump receiver. That is the another and the last one technique for comparing the different modulation schemes. Now, the first one is very important, that is optimum filter. So optimum filter is the generalized filter used to receive binary coded signal with minimum probability of error. Very important, this is the minimum probability of error. We have discussed earlier also. The noise at the input of optimum filter is assumed to be Gaussian noise with zero mean. In order to understand, we are assuming that everyone knows about the mean square value, variance, and all these things. So we are taking here the Gaussian noise with zero mean. Assume that the received signal is a binary waveform. Polar NRZ line coding is used to represent 0 or 1. So this is the optimum filter discussion. Now, how to derive this optimum filter probability of error? So once again, there is a block diagram. This block diagram is once again the basic block diagram. Nothing important has been changed, just we have written the name here, optimum filter HT. So using the same basic block diagram as we have discussed earlier in the slides, signal ST, when the signal is passing through the channel, it gets corrupted by noise or noise is added to the signal. So RT is equals to ST plus NT. After this summer, optimum filter has the impulse response HT and the sampling. There is a switch which samples at t is equals to ts, Z2 is equals to AT plus NT. So after passing through the optimum filter and sampler, the RT becomes ZT is equals to AT plus NT. So this is important to recall these expressions. Threshold detector, threshold voltage is compared with this ZT, and threshold detector will make the decision. It is also known as decision making device, and we will able to get the decision 0 or 1 digitally output. So this is the receiver block diagram, or we can say optimum filter block diagram. From block diagram, signal ST corrupted by noise. So I am writing here RT is equals to ST plus NT, equation 1. This is very simple. RT is equals to ST plus NT. After optimum filter block, this is optimum filter block. After optimum filter block and sampler, ZT is equals to AT plus N naught T. We have to look here after optimum filter and the sampler, ZT is equals to AT plus N naught T. So there is not much change in the optimum filter and sampling, just we are putting t is equals to tb value after sampling. So I have taken this expression zt is equals to at plus n naught t, and sampling at t is equals to tb. Just put here t is equals to tb or t is equals to ts, whatever the notations are can be used. Z t is equals to tb is equals to ai t is equals to tb, again t is equals to tb. So now the equation can also be written as z is equals to ai plus n naught. We are not writing the domain, means this is time domain. If we are saying z is equals to ai plus n naught, so these are the three basic equation as we are seeing from the block diagram. Now we will try to assume three cases. In case 1, assume that signal is not present at the input. Here signal is not present, zero, nothing we are providing from the transmitter end. So st is equals to 0, obviously a t is equals to 0, and from equation 3, this one, from equation 3, if a is equal to 0, then z is equals to simple n naught. Let's see, z is equals to 0 plus n naught, z is equals to n naught. Fourth equation, we have assumed earlier that Gaussian noise is having zero mean. This we have assumed in the optimum filter slides. Let's see, this we have assumed zero mean. So now taking the mean of equation 4, expectation z is equals to expectation n naught. So taking the mean of equation 4, expectation of z is equals to expectation of n naught, and we know that the Gaussian noise has zero mean. So expectation of Gaussian noise is equals to 0. Once again, it is very important to uh, revise or remember this. Expectation or mean is same. Expectation operator and mean. So expectation operator can be called as mean also. So expectation operator of z is equals to 0, and this is the small f z PDF, probability distribution function, fz versus z. So we are having this diagram with zero mean. At z is equals to 0, this is having highest value. So this is the PDF of Gaussian noise when the signal is not present. This is the first case, remember. Now second case, assuming that the binary 1 is transmitted, that means at the input of receiver, if binary 1 is transmitted, so let's see the equation number 4, or rather equation number 3, z is equals to ai plus n naught. When we are transmitting binary 1, what would happen? So take the mean of z is equals to ai plus n naught. This is equation number 3. Taking mean or expectation operator, e z e ai e n naught, e z e ai, and expectation of operator means mean of Gaussian noise is 0. So mean of constant is constant itself. Expectation of ai is equals to, or we can say a1, if we are taking binary 1 is represented by a1. So we know that the mean or expectation operator of any constant value is constant itself. So when the binary 1 is transmitted, then expectation operator of z is equals to a1, means mean will be having some value a1. So redrawing the diagram, Gaussian PDF, probability distribution function f z bracket small z versus z with mean value a1, means at a1 value it will have the highest or peak expression. So now I have written also here VTH, threshold voltage VTH. So this is important to get this case as VTH threshold voltage. We are having threshold voltage. So when will be the error? When VTH will be, let's see in the expression. So I am talking about probability of error. So probability of error will be when Z will be less than VTH. This is important to remember from the expression. Now you can see from diagram itself, when value of z will be less than VTH, there will be error. So now we can write PE1 is equals to probability of z less than VTH, means minus infinite to VTH small f z z1 dz. So this is simple the notation of probability of error when binary 1 has been transmitted. So this is simple to approach and simple to think. Very simple that probability of error will occur at the value of z less than VTH here, because we are here the amplitude is very less. So now let's look at the Gaussian PDF expression. We know the small fz bracket z1, this is simple notation, 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma square e की power minus z minus mu square divided by 2 sigma square. So this is the generalized expression for Gaussian PDF. Now Gaussian PDF when binary 1 is transmitted. So let's just change here mean mu or expectation operator of z. So mu is equals to a1. Just I am putting here mu is equals to a1 in the standard expression. So we got the Gaussian PDF like this, small fz. So when binary 1 is transmitted, probability of error would occur at z less than VTH, we have discussed earlier. And this is the expression, means we have to take the value of small fz from here. On integration, we can get the probability of error. So now case third. Now assuming binary 0 is transmitted, that means again taking the equation number 3, z is equals to a2 plus n naught. Let's take the mean of this equation. Expectation z is equals to expectation a2 expectation n naught. The noise expectation means we have assumed it earlier. The expectation of noise is 0. So there should not be any problem. So expectation of operator of the term a2. Now expectation of term a2, mean of constant is constant itself. We know that. So using that property, expectation of a2 will be a2. So now the final mean of z is equals to a2. So let's redraw the diagram of probability distribution function fz by 0 means when 0 is transmitted versus z. So at some value a2 it is having the maximum, at some value of z is equals to a2 the PDF is having the maximum value. So this again there is a question that what should be the threshold voltage and at what value of z the probability of error would occur. So obviously as the amplitude we are seeing here, probability distribution function value is decreasing here. So z greater than VTH, it will be, there will be probability of error. The amplitude is having low, so probability of error will be there. So let's take again Gaussian PDF expression. We know that journal Gaussian PDF expression as this 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma square e की power minus z minus mu square divided by 2 sigma square. So Gaussian PDF when binary 0 is transmitted. So I have taken just in place of mu, I have written here a2. So Gaussian PDF expression, in place of the standard expression of mu, you have to take the value mu is equals to a2, because when binary 0 is transmitted, the mean value is a2. So simple, you have to write here a2. Now probability of error, simple to again conclude the probability of error, VTH z greater than VTH, z greater than VTH. So we can write here VTH to infinite small fz, this is PDF probability distribution function Gaussian PDF, z 0 means when binary 0 is transmitted. So put this value in this expression. So till now we have discussed the cases when binary 1 has been transmitted, binary 0 has been transmitted. So now what should be the value of threshold voltage? So this is important again. As we have discussed, for the optimum filter or for detection technique, probability of error must be minimum. So threshold voltage should be selected again, keeping in mind the probability of error should be minimum. So the probability, after the probability of error, uh, what we choose minimum, the optimum threshold voltage for which PE would be minimum is calculated by intersection of two PDFs. Just like we have discussed, when binary 1, FZZ by 1, when binary 1 has been transmitted, when binary 0 has been transmitted, FZZ by 0. So when both PDF will get intersect, this will give us the VTS threshold value. So this graph is the composition of both. This is the PDF graph, FZ versus Z. So journalized VTH threshold voltage expression is VTH is equals to A1 plus A2 by 2. We know the A1 and A2 plus sigma square. Sigma square is the variance divided by A1 minus A2 ln P0 by P1. P0 is the probability of occurring of 0 distal value, and P1 is again the probability of occurring of distal value 1. So when P0 is equals to P1 in the binary symmetric channel, assuming these values, probability values are equal, so this is binary symmetric channel. So when both these value will be equal, the VTH expression will be like P0 and P1 will get cancelled, and ln 1, natural log of 1 is equals to 0. So VTH is equals to A1 plus A2 by 2. We can use this probability expression also. Probability of error, this is the complete probability of error for both distal 1 and distal 0 case. So assume probability of occurring 0 or 1 is same in BSC channel. P0 is equals to P1. Now calculating probability of error when 0 is received. Because probability of occurring of 0 and 1 is same. So just calculating by when 0 is received. P is equals to VTS to infinite FZ Z by 0 DZ. Just put the value of FZ. This is equation number first, I am calling it. Changing integration variable from dz to y. Let's say y is equals to, let's assume y is equals to z minus a2 upon 2 sigma square. In this part, let's take only y is equals to z minus a2 upon sigma. So dy is equals to dz upon sigma. A2 is the constant which get removed. So equation 1 can be written as this. P is equals to VTH to infinite VTH value. On changing the variables, the limits will also get changed. Here the limit is VTS to infinite, and now the limit will become A1 minus A2 upon 2 sigma to infinite. We know that the VTH is equals to A1 plus A2 by 2. Remember here VTH is equals to A1 plus A2 by 2. So we have used this also. Now probability of error 1 upon under root 2 pi. So let's move further. 1 upon under root 2 pi A1 minus A2 upon 2 sigma to infinite. All values will get cancelled. Let's see here, sigma will get cancelled by this sigma. So now there is no sigma part in this expression second. So comparing equation second with standard Q function, we know the Q function Qu is equals to 1 upon under root 2 pi u to infinity e power minus z square by 2 dz. Third equation. This is the standard equation. We have to remember this standard equation. Now comparing this second equation with third, we got second equation from our derivation. This is the general result. On comparing, we can get probability of error is equals to q a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma. Just see here, what is the qu? Here u is the lower limit. Let's check. So in this, lower limit is a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma. So we can write q probability of error is equals to q here. Again, check the lower limit, q bracket a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma. So I'm calling it equation 4. Just write in under root form. This can be written as in under root form, a1 minus a2 square 2 sigma square will become 4 sigma square. Equation 5th. Now a1 minus a2 whole square. Why we are writing it as in the square form? Because we want to consider it as energy difference. So a1 minus a2 ka square is known as the energy difference. Here a1 minus a2 square is equals to energy difference, means, and this can be written in this format also. Ed is equals to minus infinite to infinite s1t minus s2t square dt. Sigma square is equals to n naught by 2. We know that, we have discussed in the wide Gaussian noise. So now the probability of error is equals to q under root 2 ed by 4 n naught. Just we are trying to put this a1 minus a2 ka square is equals to ed. So we have put here ed value, and now on cancellation of this we get the final result, probability of error for optimum receiver p is equals to q under root ed by 2 n naught. So this is very, very important. Now probability of error for psk. So that was the generalized expression for optimum receiver. Now using this expression we can we move forwarded to the different modulation scheme like PSK, ASK, FSK, and many others also. So I am taking the part PSK, phase shift keying. This is the best modulation scheme which we are going to see in the coming part. To calculate probability of error for PSK modulation scheme, we know generalized result for optimum receiver. We have derived just p is equals to q under root ed by 2 n naught. So what is ed? I have discussed minus infinite to infinite s1t minus s2t square. So s1t is ac cos omega ct, right? And s2t minus ac cos omega ct. This is in PSK, phase shift keying. So just on solving ac, this minus minus plus 2ac cos omega ct square 4ac square cos square omega ct, and taking the expression cos square 1 plus cos 2 theta. On integrating it, 1 integration of the constant 1 will be t, plus integration of cos 2 omega ct will be sine 4 pi fct by 4 pi fc, and the limits are 0 to tb. Remember, minus infinite to infinite limit has been changed as 0 to tb because we are calculating the energy difference in 1 bit interval. So I am taking 0 to tb. So just we are solving now. Sine 4 pi fc, fc is equals to ntb. So we have to look into this part only. So this is the above expression was ed is equals to, let's see, after this expression, remember, after this expression, t plus sine 4 pi fct by 4 pi fc, use this expression, this one. So fc is equals to n by tb. Carrier frequency is the integer multiple of 1 by tb. So n tb to tb will get cancelled. Sine 4 pi, integer multiple of pi, is equals to 0. So simple, we are getting ed is equals to 2ac square tb. Now put ed in generalized expression, means this q under root ed by 2 n naught. So putting ed is equals to 2ac square tb, 2 will get cancelled by 2, and we are going to get the answer as probability of error is equals to q under root ac square tb by n naught. So this is the probability of error for PSK. Similarly, we can derive the probability of error for ASK and FSK, and probability of error for PSK is minimum, so this scheme is better. Thank you.